operation when they happen you. Now present that they ask God, Baba, we will catch the person. God say yes. Your presence, now they ask God. And we will catch the demon and we declare. Don't tell me tomorrow you are not aware. Don't tell me that you are ignorant of what is happening. That was what God used to challenge the people of old in the days of Moses. He said they drink water from the rock with Moses. You do deliverance with me. He said they eat meat with Moses. You take those demons with me here. Now, what happened to this? What is happening with me and you now? Now, me and Rona, they do. The same way they don't take judges. Because don't tell me now God, now that God give the power. Not be me and Rona, they open the power. Because it's an open ballot game. This one is not, can I remove that demon? You say, man, God, move. Now your place and they ask, Papa, demon, they say yes. You want to make a better, they say yes. I will move, I say yes. Your presence. So now, me and you know. Be careful. Where you did this week now, for the judgment, you know, relax. You will regret. Say, why God bring all this place? Because other things in judgment will be easier than what you will go through. Are you following me? Other prayer and belief ministry, their own judgment will be different from what God is doing here with you. Something happened yesterday. I didn't know that Elijah was still in the body. I told them that after closing in our order, I will be telling Elijah to go back to my position. How many of this over yesterday? I just asked questions, Papa. After praying, I asked Elijah to play here. I said, if Elijah can see here, what did he do? He said, yes. I said, Elijah, go to my position, he leave the body. I prayed, nothing happened. I said, speak your question, master, enter the body. I said, pray, break. Don't tell me that you are ignorant of what is happening. Elijah did all night with us. He remained in that body till this moment. He was blinking the eye. Then when I said Elijah, go to my position, he leave the body. Speak your question, enter, he start breaking. So God is using two entities for you. He used Elijah for you. He used the spirit of question and answer for you. Then tomorrow we come and say, I don't know. There is nothing like I don't know in this church. Nothing like that. If you never know God, decide not to know God well. Because your woman is so. Use today's generation, take compare. You will say you don't feel. The power, the way that woman was in that everybody here witnesses. That's the woman. Then when she came, I told the mama, I said 2-3 weeks from now, I said this will be a thing of the past. How many of you can bear witness of that? Gradually. How does the leg look like now? That's the end of the game. Don't tell me you are ignorant of what is happening in God's house. I don't know. Like the people of old, God said they saw the cloud that was following them in hot sun, like a solar panel. Then everywhere they were cold. The sun were not roasting them. Then when they get to night, that thing that protects them in the sun will become a light. How terrible is that? What covered the sun like a cumulus for the heat of the sun, not to kill them. Then in the night it will become a light. Following them anywhere they are going, covering them anywhere they are going. And these people follow. And the Bible just says something here you want to read. It said by many of them say God will not well pleased. The question I want to ask you, are you sure God is pleased with you with this your pattern you are using to serve God now? Let us ask ourselves a question. Are you sure God is pleased with you with all you are saying? Are you sure God is pleased with you? Let us find out. So that we will not serve God in vain. The earlier you discover, the better your life becomes. Because if you fail to discover now, your future is bitter. You will come and jam because you must harvest what you sow. Galatians 6:7. He said, God is not more. Whatever a man sows, that shall he reap. He said, he that sows to the flesh shall on the flesh reap corruption. But he that sows to the spirit, that lives the life of the spirit, shall on the spirit live life everlasting. You can't be neutral. What God is doing here, everybody here, we are witness to what God is doing here. Because of this message, I will still do little deliverance this morning to add to it, so that you won't say, we were doing it before, why did we not do it today? Now this is not.
Moreover, brethren,
I
would not that ye should be ignorant.
I would know that you are ignorant. Why did you not be ignorant? I would know that you are ignorant.
We were under the cloud.
All our fathers were here. They were under the cloud in the days of Moses. What happened?
And all passed through the sea.
They went to dry ground when the sea was divided. Are you not living witness to it? They went on dry ground when the sea was divided by the captain. God said, move. They went on dry ground. Our father were there, our mama were there. They witnessed the miracle, and yet they did not know God like this. That's to tell you, miracle does not sustain members. Miracle does not keep people. Those that we go, we go. Those that we stay, we stay. A man was coming to our church that travel now. He said, I'm not coming because of your deliverance, I'm coming because of your word. He said, anytime I hear you talk, I'm revived. He said, I'll be reading Bible. I'm a pastor in my church. But when you talk, it's not here tell me. You are too sure of what you are saying when you come to Bible. He said, that's what is bringing me. Not that he was in, not that he was delivered. He said it's coming because of the word. And yet, people who are hearing the word, God is not well pleased with some. Now read the next year.
And we all baptized unto Moses.
They were all baptized unto Moses. How were they baptized? Listen.
In the cloud and in the sea.
In the cloud and in the air. Following Moses to walk on darkness, that means we are not the business. Anytime under the cloud that looked like cumulus, cover everywhere, some was not seen that means we were among the business. He said they were all baptized. In other words, in Solution Grammatic Society Church, you are also baptized with the same power. Is that what he said? They were all baptized, and they explain how they were baptized because they walk on dry ground. That means they were in the globe of the grace. They were in the globe that looked like smoke walking on inside. That means they were recognized. They were all baptized. Read it on.
And we all baptized unto Moses.
They were all baptized unto Moses.
In the cloud and in the sea.
In the cloud and in the sea.
And did all eat the same spiritual meat.
They all eat what? The same spiritual meat. They all eat what? Ask him the material in your presence whether you are free. God say you are free. You eat from the same spiritual meat. No excuse for not knowing God. When I judge you will talk, if you will not pass. When I will see this video that day. Listen, there are churches that just pray and go. There are churches that just speak the word and go. Nobody have ever manifest. There are churches, no demon have ever talk one day. They will be judged according to their understanding. This one that we call generational spirit, all manners of demons will come out. Demons will begin to ask you in my presence, ask me in your presence, say, do you know where you call me out from? Like the one that came out that they said, this is midnight. I don't know if you can remember. He said, this is midnight. There are churches, there are ministers that have never heard that before. Then you are going through what is. Then when it comes to God activity, there are things you don't know. People here. Read it down.
And did all drink the same spiritual drink.
They all drink the same spiritual drink. So that water that when the road Moses struck, and water came out was a spiritual water. They all drink the same spiritual drink. What was the drink?
For they drank of that spiritual rock that followed them.
No wonder God punished Moses. They drank of that spiritual rock that followed them. Speak to the rock, and strike him. Then God say, Kai, now my head is your neck. You will see it, you will not enter. Did you see it now? All these are there for our example, and he wrote it so. He said they are there for our example. How old are you in the Lord? And how far you have studied the Lord we are talking about? How do you know God? What do you think that God can do? Do you still look at God the way Gehazi look at Elijah? Or you are one of those who look at God the way Saul look at God? Since God cannot speak to me again, let me look for a woman that can see prophesy the same way. I need the prophet. I don't know the will of God. And God said, today the kingdom of Israel is torn out of your hand. And that was the end of the game. He never answered me by dream. That means he used to dream. He never answered me by prophet. That means prophet used to come and prophesy to me. He never answered me by ore. That means he used to play all those no every network dry. So okay, see for me, woman that have familiar spirit. That's to tell you, he claimed to know God, he did not know God well. You that is listening to me now, how many years have you been serving God? Or did your life? What pattern of sin? What kind of sin are you still swimming? You are still swimming in particular sin, enjoying some particular sin, and yet you claim you have known God for 30 years, 20 years. Look at the blame God is blaming these people that don't know my life. They drink that spiritual drink of that rock that followed them. No excuse for not knowing God well. He has revealed himself to you enough. Read it down.
And that rock was Christ.
And that rock was who? And that rock was who? That rock was Christ.
But with many of them, God was not well pleased.
With few of them, God was not well pleased.
Many of them.
Sorry, with almost all of them, God was not well pleased.
Many of them.
He said with many of them. The question we ask ourselves, with this kind of miracle, many of them we are still misbehaving. When the Red Sea was divided, it had never happened since the beginning of scriptures. It was a man called Moses that divided the Red Sea. Do you know the Red Sea? Do you know the depth of do you know the number? Do you know how many boats it would have swallowed? And the Bible told us that all the water gathered like a salt. What kind of power was that? And yet you came out of that. And when the people that were chasing wanted to try, the same man stretched out. He said the water came in their sweat. Oh! He saw what they right. He said all the Egyptians drowned. Is that not enough for people of Israel to be afraid of this God? And yet he's telling you, God is telling you that with many of them, he was not well pleased. Put your case in that ship. Yahweh, baby, I am okay. Are you sure God is pleased with me now? We thought this is what we are seeing here. Or is it because the money God promised you has not come? That's why you think maybe we are joking. Is it when the money comes, you will not be serious? When the money comes, you will be seeing another force. Yesterday, the people saw something here in the money that they have not seen before. Even those that were here that fasted 21 days now, they have not gone. They saw something yesterday. They will just tell me their rapper. Anybody that say, I will not enter my husband rapper and towel. Aggressive demon just one. Was that demon gentle? You mean with all the prayer you are praying, with all the fasting you are fast. That kind of demon is there. People that were here, they were surprised. We do so. Demon said, you know what? He said they are all victims. Mama was innocent. He said they are all every humanity. He said they are victims. Is this so in the world? He said go to the world and see what people are battling with. Go to the world and see what people are battling with. My brother. And the demon go deeper to us that day. He said there's three sisters that are not married that were here. He said their neighbor did it to them. Their mother was always making a gown with them. That when my daughters grow, they will come and help me. Their husband will buy me a car, will bring me a bag of rice. He said then I did it that she will not have an in-law that will bring her a bag of rice. Neighbor, not be family member, not be relation. Neighbor, just because her neighbor they take her children proud. All this my guess, I know what they take her for now. They just find some better man will marry them. Their husband will bring bag of rice on me. Then the demon who told us to sacrifice the woman offer to tie these girls. He said these people cannot be able to pay that kind of sacrifice to lose what the woman did. A neighbor. I called the demon to 3 times. Ask the demon a question. Is that woman still alive? He said yes. He said but very old. The woman will be so happy to see those girls be tied in case they are still seeing each other. That they are not married. My brother, there are secrets or no. And that woman will not tell the woman one day I did it. The woman will die with that secret. And then I ask the question, what of if it's a neighbor that your mother used to talk to all the time? What if the neighbor is a very good neighbor that your mother used to talk to all the time? That still give you rice all year, most of the time. That still give you garri to take out this beautiful girl you are talking about most of the time. And she paid a sacrifice. Their own child for sacrifice to make sure they achieve what they want. You see, I will give you the message. Then, with all this one, you will be there. Then, yes, when you come to God activities, you will ask yourself this question: are you serving? Do you think you are helping me? Do you think you are living for me? Do you think because you gather here, you gather because of me? Don't you know that me that is talking to you, I will still stand on my feet and say, answer my question? That is the plain truth. That is why you want to be careful. As you are hearing this message, check your life. What do you use to do that is not connected to God? You do it repeatedly and you go away with it. Remember, he said God will not well pleased with many of them. And before God was not pleased, he narrated all the miracles he has done in their eyes. They were baptized with Moses, that is the experiences. They eat that spiritual meat, they experience it. They drink that spiritual water, which is the rock, they experience it. They were baptized in the cloud with Moses, they experience it. And yet, they say God was not well pleased. Are you sure there are no some of us say that God is not pleased with? Read it down.
But with many of them, God was not well pleased. For they were overthrown in the wilderness.
They were overthrown in the wilderness. Sometimes they don't come and say, they don't just fear. They don't drink water. They were overthrown in the wilderness. There is no water, no faith. Water strike rock, it turned an ocean. For who? Are you keeping to the example? Are you keeping to the correction? This one is like correction in those days. When we are in Prometheus, we begin the amen. Then we'll still go submit our paper. That's why you see red barrel, don't go on. I like that correction because I get another. You understand what I'm saying? They still did not for school. No, private school don't get time for that now. They still do correction. Teacher get time for that. Papa, teacher don't tell us. They still don't do. You see, I think I'm not the background do those things. That was what we enjoyed. Let me know from a notebook. When they will just write an element for board, you fail. Later, for your grade, teacher will day class the writer for board. When you call it, you will see the correction for board. You will copy up. They will call you red barrel writer from number 1 to 10. So allow. Glory to God. Hallelujah. Say. They get allowed over that time. Are you hearing me now? Look at what God is doing to us. They were baptized with the cloud. They crossed the Red Sea. They eat the meat. They drink the water. And he said that water was, the rock was Christ. And he said, God was not with in that generation. Me and you now, are you sure we are not doing something that make God to hate us? We offend God every day. I just ask a question, just answer rightly. You have an apprentice that always comes trouble. Every day, throughout the year, throughout 2 years, throughout 3 years. Are you sure that apprentice is sitting with you? Are you sure that apprentice will benefit from you? With the trouble used to cause on you every day? No. You answer when, but you know who you are in the sight of the maker. It's only God activities you don't know. Read it up.
Now these things were our examples.
This is our example.
To the intent we should not lust after evil things.
To the extent that we should not lust after evil things. There are evil things everywhere.
As they also lusted.
As they also lusted.
Neither be ye idolaters.
Neither ye become idolaters. Who will subject you to that movement? Who will tell you to be your money to go and play oracle? That's why I like many of you here that have sons and daughters oversee. What they understand in oversee is charm. They don't know God in oversee. Many of them will be blaming their parents for not going out for them. They will be telling you the girl with the ass together now. You go marry, go see a life be. You want to bring something from Nigeria. Mama, na so church you go. That's who they are. That's why I tell you many times. The reason why I pray for your children is because of you, because of what I study in you. Many of you vow want to go to Babalawo again. So when you hear your daughter talk or your son talk, you know they mind them. You know where to go, which is church. Why they will go in? Why can't you go one? Also, no, they here. They when you get in Nigeria. Why don't you want to go? It's Babalawo they know. They don't know God. That's why most of those children will enjoy because of you. Those seeds that their mother sow into their life is going to produce. All those charm, all those lead they do with everything they added to it and waving it to abroad. They use it to buy, put some in their website, put some in their press or whatever. Brother, it's a seed. By the time they will be going through the consequences after 10 years, after 15 years, your children that you serve will be enjoying. Because it's a seed. Now read it down.
Neither be ye idolaters.
Neither be ye idolaters.
As were some of them.
As were some of them.
As it is written.
As it is written.
The people that sat down to eat and drink.
They sat down to eat and drink and to play.
And rose up to play.
And rose up to play.
Neither let us commit fornication.
Neither let us commit fornication.
As some of them committed.
And some of them committed fornication. In that movement, how many thousands of people died? Read it now.
And fell in one day 320,000.
How many people got killed because of fornication?
23,000.
Because they want to pollute the camp. We are in a free generation. Here we want to decide our judgment by ourselves. Are you here? You are a robber. We are in a generation that will decide their judgment by themselves. We are going to pass judgment on ourselves like what David did to himself. That man in this city, Nathan said yes. He said that man must die. And before he died, we restore sevenfold. Then Nathan said, see, we are in that generation. The system must change. God no longer mind us. We are just living as we like. When judgment comes, you see what the screen will display. You will just decide not to go there saying, let I belong here. They'll say, no, you must see pastor. They say, no need. That's the generation we are going. Because God leaves us to just live on our own. With all this miracle God is doing. Now read it down.
Neither let us tempt Christ.
Neither let us tempt Christ. Many are tempting God.
As some of them also tempted.
As some of them also tempted.
And we are destroyed of serpents.
So when you thank God, you are destroyed. Place your right hand on your head and close your eye. Oh Lord God of heaven, give me wisdom to follow you. Give me wisdom to understand your movement. I don't want to be numbered among those that tempt you. I believe. Help me to move on. I will not tempt you when I know the right thing to do. In Jesus' name. No wonder Jesus said, thou shalt not tempt thy Lord thy God. It is written, he will give his angel charge over thee, that you will not dash your feet against the stone. Just jump for here. After angels are there to bear you up in their wits, he said, it is written, thou shalt not tempt thy Lord thy God. What does that mean? What you know that is not good, and they are trying to suggest you that if you do nothing will happen to you, don't go ahead and do it. This thing we just discussed, and follow a pastor in the person. My wife knows the man is Raymond see their life. Pastor Golo, Raymond see their life. Blessed say don't die. Now young pastor, when he was talking with one woman, then the man say, come on and wake you. That's what and when Dick been Dick the men what here. Now what he tell pastor with that? And wake you. We will talk, you will challenge us. We did the transfer you come. Because you get power to his sickness, then they talk. Pastor when you the professor, you will not be healing with it. Waiting for happen tomorrow, will tell you what will really happen. Because the problem people go where people they come to church before pastor security, then give you right to talk to many. Now we build this church. What will they build and you did it? If it is why you don't go marry? Let's say to enter the pastor. And this woman cheated, they go for the pastor. My wife tell you how you know. He can't believe. He just give one belly life. Then they still call the elders meeting. They call elders and say, these children don't good for you since. Why you can't give this one belly? Say I'm waiting mama talk. Now you keep your belly. If mama call you awake here, so you want prove to them say he not be awake here. You go marry, it's not being one married. You want one married. It's very important. Anyhow they want when they drive it go start the church. I must say no. When they drive it go start the church. Then you take 1 radiance and ministry for Osazuwa. Now you go back to still open the church. Crap, gather there because you get it in it. And if people will never know who did die, operation die, who might go for operation deliver. Crap, gather that church, nobody did it. But what happened? After many years of facing, no year they don't carry a pass. He died. And before he died, he suffered.